lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with TWT. It's actually been quite a few months since Courtney Owen has been a topic of discussion on the TWT page. While her rants about her ex Mel Torres have not ceased, people seem to have kind of grown bored about the whole topic, with no subs coming in about her recently at all. However, this past week, Courtney has really amped up the performance for her social media accounts, especially on Instagram, when a new page has popped up called The Raw Alignment Truth. Now, prior to Courtney's rants about this page, none of us, at least to my knowledge, were actually aware of its existence until Courtney herself shouted out the page. So, to cut a long story short, this new page has appeared on Instagram that at first look seems to be a duplicate account of Courtney's. They've used the same AI picture that Courtney used on her Instagram profile and have cleverly used the exact same username as Courtney's, but have added truth to the end of it. Now, I say cleverly because, of course, if you're trying to get the attention of her audience, when they search her username, The Raw Alignment, this page, The Raw Alignment Truth, is going to pop up as an option, and curiosity might cause that follower to click on the second profile to see what it's all about. But it seems that Courtney caught wind of this page because the owner went through and followed a heap of people that Courtney follows. Now, I'm guessing that the owner of this page has either one of two goals, or both. The first being to get the attention of people in Courtney's life so they can sort of see what kind of a mess Courtney has really gotten herself into. While Courtney says her family and friends know everything about her life and what she does, we are pretty sure the story they get is her truth, which is the same story that she portrays on social media. However, those that were involved in the situations and court documents and audio generally portray a very different story. So while I'm sure they know everything that's happening in Courtney's life, you can only assume that they are getting a heavily filtered story that plays Courtney as a victim, and many of her wrongdoings are left out of the story. And the second goal is possibly just to give her a taste of her own medicine. Over the last 4 years, she has been very vocal about her toxic relationship with her ex Mel Torres, also known as Emilio. The two of them had an extremely volatile relationship, and after Mel broke up with her, she started a downward spiral. Initially, she begged for him back on social media, said she took him for granted and would do it to have him take her back. She even displayed a video of her covering his whole car with post-it notes with cute little quotes. And it wasn't until it was revealed that Mel had a girlfriend that the abuse allegations began to surface. And we've all seen the infamous glitter eyeshadow bruise. Now, we don't deny that there was an abuse from both sides, but the problem the internet has with this is while Mel stays quiet about their relationship and has chosen to move on, Courtney just can't seem to let it go. After her and Mel broke up, she began dating Hale and they married very soon afterwards. And people were shocked that she was able to find someone like him, especially because the two are completely polar opposite. Hale was calm, patient and gently spoken, and you would think that this would be enough to make Courtney move on and be happy and focus on her new relationship, rather than staying fixated on her ex. But her obsession with Mel did not seem to die down. Even though she was now married to this great man and would be posting pictures of them and her glow up and how in love with her new man she was, Courtney just couldn't seem to stop talking about Mel, which made us wonder, was she posting about Hale because she truly loved him, or was she trying to rub it in her ex's face? She would post stories on Instagram about Mel most days, make TikToks about abusive relationships, and every live she did on Instagram was either about him or referenced him in some kind of way. So it was no surprise when Hal decided it was time to leave her. But anyways, back to this page. Courtney went live on Instagram to tell everyone about this new page that had popped up. She pinned the screenshot of the page to her Instagram live. Let's have a listen to it.
DUI in June because I was drugged while I was out at the bar. And I don't know why they post the clips that they do when they don't make any fucking sense. Like, first of all, the clips that they post is not the full fucking thing. So if you want to do your own research and you want to really listen to what the hell has gone on, please go look up all of our trials. Please do. You want to know what happens when people aren't guilty? They willingly give up that information. Let's just remind you guys again what this man is capable of, just in case you fucking forgot.
If you didn't have the pleasure of joining Courtney on this live, she was once again sharing the picture of a child's bare bottom that was covered in bruises. A few years ago, Mel faced charges after his then partner and himself left bruises on his partner's child after disciplining them. And if I remember correctly, the marks were spotted by the child's father during his custody visit and he reported them. The child disclosed to the father that their mother and Mel were responsible for the marks. This whole incident took part before Mel and Courtney were ever dating, and Courtney tried to allege that she had no idea about the incident and that she just happened to find the paperwork hidden at the back of her cupboard after they broke up. She plastered it all over Instagram, and when people pointed out to her that posting a picture of a child's bare bottom anywhere on the internet, regardless of the situation, is completely inappropriate, she claimed that the mother of the child asked her to post it because she wanted everyone to be aware of what sort of person he is. I think almost everyone found this pretty hard to believe, because in what world would any good mother want to exploit their child's vulnerable moments on the internet to a bunch of strangers just so his ex-girlfriend could get revenge? There are also a lot of people questioning Courtney on why Mel was all to blame. After all, the report did say that the child had disclosed to her dad that both the mother and Mel were responsible for the child's injuries. Courtney excused the mother and said it wasn't her fault because Mel made her do it. Now, I'm curious if any of you would for a second think of harming your child, or anyone else's child for that matter, just because someone told you to. No, we didn't think so. But regardless, Courtney is showing her audience on a public Instagram page, no less, picture of a minor's private areas for her own gratification, which speaks volumes on what kind of mother she is. Showing these pictures does not show that she was abused by Mel. It shows that a child was abused by him. But more than anything, it shows that Courtney lacks the compassion that's needed to be a mother.
This man abuses fucking children. So everything that anyone sees on that little fake ass page that was made about me, oh fucking K. Oh fucking K. Guess what? I have already admitted to what I have done wrong. I have a fucking interlock in my car for a year. All because I decided to go out on one of the most popular nights for druggings, and I got fucking drugged with my friend.
And once again, Courtney fails to take any sort of accountability for her actions. She says she owned up to what she did, but then proceeds to make out that she was drugged and that the only thing she did wrong was to go out to a club on a busy night that's allegedly known for drugs. And I'm sure her mum and dad brought all of this nonsense, but the police report tells a very different story. According to the police report, the officer that pulled Courtney over said they pulled her over due to her erratic driving. They stated that Courtney was switching lanes and not using her indicator. When the police officer pulled her over, they noted that they could smell the alcohol on her breath. Courtney tried to claim on her Instagram Live that she only had one drink and then went halves in a shot with her friend. And I don't know about you guys, but in my experience, it takes a few more drinks than that to be able to smell alcohol on someone's breath that would be likely standing about 40 centimeters or more away. But regardless, drugs and alcohol are two different things. So if you failed a DUI test for alcohol, it's because you drank too much alcohol, not because you took too much drugs. Even if you were drugged, your failure results are because of how much alcohol you consumed, not drugs. But even if you did think you drank too much, why on earth would you get in your vehicle knowing that you were impaired in any sort of way?
I have been very willing and forthcoming with this information. People who are guilty don't do that. They don't do that. So I'm gonna need y'all to take a fucking real look at yourselves in the fucking mirror. Do your own research. Be intelligent. And then come and slander and defame me. Because what y'all are doing is conveniently picking out the pieces that make me look really fucking bad and then slandering me all over the internet. And that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird.
From what I've seen, this page has only simply stated facts, but there was one post where the owner of the page alluded to the fact that Courtney allegedly stole a client's wedding ring, which also makes us believe that it's someone that she does know in real life. But besides that, there's been no slander in any way. So how can a page that only reposts what you've posted yourself or court documents and audio be slandering you? I think her biggest problem with this new page is the fact that she can't direct the narrative because she's being called out. And everyone is actually seeing the truth and the story for what it really is.
Yeah, it's funny to me because I literally went to work for 15 minutes at my studio. Got his dental molds done. Made $250 off this. So it's funny to me. And then it was even funnier to me that they tried to somehow talk shit about me and report me to the state for welfare fraud. Do y'all realize how much money I make a month? I literally make just enough money to pay my fucking bills. I don't even buy, like, expensive jewelry or expensive clothes. Now, I can understand if I was like Juliana, who's buying, like, a new luxury bag every fucking month and on state assistance, then I would understand it. But, like, come on, grow up.
Look, I don't even know where she's going with this one, and honestly, I don't think she does either. She starts off by bragging that she made $250 in 15 minutes by molding someone's grill, and then she goes on to say how much money she doesn't make. One thing this exposing page seems to have right is Courtney's attitude towards her friends. On one post that they shared, it was a video of Courtney talking about how she's a great friend and keeps all of their secrets until they fuck her over. Now, I'm sure that sounds normal in Courtney's mind, but to anyone who's listening to it, it kind of comes across as blackmail. And just listen to the way she threw Juliana under the bus, saying she would understand everyone being mad if she was like Juliana and buying new luxury bags while on state assistance. Ouch. That must be pretty damn humbling on Juliana's part to have something like that thrown at you by none other than Courtney Owen.
These people called the state and tried to report me for welfare fraud like I was somehow, like, pocketing extra cash. First of all, I pay $1,000 for my rent. I pay my rent. So what you're actually doing is taking my food stamps from me. And that's stupid, because what you're doing is hurting Shiloh more than anything, you know? Like, it's dumb. But they acted like I was some person who was just, like, living off the state and, like, buying all this luxury shit. And, like, that's the way they acted. That's the way they made it come across, you know? And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, you look stupid. You look dumb. I've literally pocketed $19,000 a year for the last 4 years.
I don't believe for a second that anyone made out that she was buying all of these luxury items. I, for one, have never seen Courtney have anything luxurious in her possession, and I think the reason she probably got reported for welfare fraud was the fact that she was literally pretending she was making big amounts of money. I mean, we all knew it was a load of crap. She had a DV victims group paying for her rent for the longest time, and I mean, they probably still are. Courtney's pretty adamant here that she pays her rent, but I mean, only a few months ago, she was pretty adamant that she made $80,000 for the year. Now she's saying she's made less than that for the last 4 years combined. And let's not forget her live video where she tells the girl at Starbucks that she only works for something to do because she makes buku bucks off her massive 5K followers on Instagram.
I literally had someone tell me that I was a piece of shit for making over $80,000 1 year. Because you didn't make $80,000 a year? Like... And that was 2 years ago. Now I run 3 businesses. I have a fucking charger that I bought literally a month ago. I've made $65,000 in the last 4 years. That should significantly tell you something about where I'm at in life. I make what one person makes normal salary in a year in 4 years.
Keep in mind that those two lives were literally only months apart. Of course, we know it's all fantasy, and we sure did at the time, but it's almost as if Courtney becomes so manic that she forgets what she says on social media. She's bragging about a charger she brought when in reality her dad bought it for her. I mean, only days before this, she was really upset because she had no money and her dad hadn't offered to buy her a car, and she didn't want to ask her grandma because what happens if her grandma dies? Now, I'll tell you, I remember listening to this live and my husband and I were painting the bedroom and we kind of just stopped and looked at each other and were like, what the hell? Like, you're just hypothetically talking about what happens if your grandma dies, and your biggest concern there is about what happens to your car. What happens to your car? Not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so sad my grandma's died, but she could kick the bucket and then someone's going to take my car. Like, are you kidding me? How selfish can one be?
I work as a permanent cosmetic artist and dental jewelry artist. So my little diamonds that I have, I've done them on my friends. I mold grills. So this is actually my client's molds for his golds.
Look, I know I'm being petty here, but this was really weird. She's sitting in a car and she has her client's teeth molds just like wrapped in a tissue, sitting in a lap, and she pulls them out like their grandma's false teeth. Like, I know the molds are taken and germs aren't an issue, but it just comes across as completely inappropriate to be pulling them out to settle an argument on Instagram. Like, it's completely weird to me.
So these people that are like shitting on me, these people who are trying to like somehow get under my skin and like report me and like make me out to be like I'm just living off the state and just doing the bare minimum, like, they look stupid. You look dumb. Because what you're doing is hurting an 8-year-old girl, not me. Because my parents love me. My family loves me. And if my money went, guess what? My parents would pay my fucking bills. Just so that I could survive. If you guys fought me on this. So you look stupid. You look dumb. You look dumb to all my friends, too, when you follow them from an account that's clearly not me, because I reach out to every single person that I know and love and care about whenever I make a new account. And I say, hey, by the way, I just made a new account, so if you see it follow you, don't worry. So when you guys started following all my friends and family on my fucking page, you outed yourself as a fucking weirdo. An obsessed weirdo.
Girl, that page knew exactly what they were doing when they added all of your family and friends. They are not trying to pretend to be you. They wanted to be known to her family and friends, and they wanted to be known to her. And I'll tell you now, I had to edit out a million "you look stupid," "you look dumb" repeated comments from her because she said that phrase too many times to count. And I know a lot of you guys notice that she is extremely repetitive, and this is sometimes a telltale sign of a narcissist losing control. But in this instance, I actually believe it's due to the fact that she has all of 3 people watching her, and none of them are even commenting to her. So if she didn't keep repeating it over and over, it would just be awkward silence while she waited for someone to comment. And of course, she doesn't want that because her goal is to be like Juliana. So she mimics her on almost every live and throws little jabs out here at Juliana constantly to try and make her seem like she's better than her. But of course, Juliana has people constantly commenting to fill the gaps. And because Courtney only has 3 followers watching at most, she has to fill the gaps herself. So she just keeps repeating the same phrases. You look stupid. You look dumb.
Half of these women on this page are like, I hope her kid's okay. I hope Shiloh's okay. Shiloh deserves better. And then they do shit like this, which makes her life harder. So you look stupid. You look fucking dumb. You look retarded when you do that. You look like you have an 86 IQ when you do that.
Wow. So again, Courtney is here using the R word as an insult, which is gross. Now, I know a lot of places the R word is more of a slang term that's accepted and not so much derogatory, but when you're pairing it with an insult about a low IQ, it's pretty obvious where you're going with that. And that's just repulsive.
And I'm volunteering. Like, I'm volunteering with Salvation Army at their thrift store. So, like, you look stupid when you talk shit about somebody who's doing all of this good in the community. You really look stupid.
This one kind of piqued my interest a little bit, so you'll all have to help me out with this and let me know if it's a thing in the US or not. So in Australia, if you're on government assistance, sometimes we have what's called work for the dole. And basically, you'll go and work in a volunteer role so you can get your government assistance paycheck. Most of the time, there's Salvation Army or St. Vincent's de Paul, and immediately I thought that this was the reason she was volunteering, or it was part of her good behaviour that she's landed herself in with one of her previous legal disputes, and that she's actually making it sound like she does this all out of the good of her heart.
These people to try and, like, burn me so bad, they look dumb. They look stupid. But sure, keep going with the, oh, she's crazy, oh, she's evil. It's gonna go over real well for you guys. Like,
I think what she's misunderstanding about this Raw Alignment Truth page is that they aren't there to turn her against her parents or for it to go any particular way at all. I think they just want to make sure that everyone has all the information and they can come to their own conclusions rather than just a few breadcrumbs of information that suits Courtney's agenda.
so I don't really give a fuck. Is there a fucking issue? You want to take a picture? Shit. Jesus. That fucking stupid ass. Anyways.
And for those that didn't watch the live, she just turned to the car beside her mid-sentence and starts hurling abuse to the people inside the car. And she wonders why people do not think that she's mentally stable enough to have Shiloh in her custody.
With them trying, like, that just proves that I've got something worth it that they're trying to stunt. People don't go after people who are already failing. They go after people who are succeeding despite their differences.
So she's just gone on a huge rampage telling us all what a failure she is. But now she's saying people are only talking about her because she has something they want. What is it that we want, Courtney? Food stamps?
I was trying to explain, like, it really doesn't bother me that much. Like, it really doesn't. Because the people that they were trying to get to follow them immediately hopped in my DMs to let me know what was going on. So you guys failed. Like, my friends care about me. The people that are in my life fucking care about me.
Look, I may be wrong here, but she sure sounds like she's bothered. And while I doubt any of the people that do care about her would follow the page, you know for damn sure that they're reading it.
Y'all really are incapable of growing the fuck up. It's crazy to me. So So go report the fucking page that just popped up in my fucking DMs from someone that I'm not even close with, okay? This person is following everyone on my fucking follower list that follows me back, purposely with the goal of slandering and defaming me on the internet. So grow the fuck up, people. Some miserable ass bitch from the hate page, as always. They're so fucking worried about me. They think I'm so evil. So rather than be fucking adults and admit that what they are thinking is a fucking opinion, they're deciding to now make a fucking hate page about me and follow all of my followers. So now I have to fucking put my page on private again because these bitches are fucking psycho and will not leave me alone. So please report that fucking page. I'm so fucking over this shit. This is so fucking childish and trifling in so many ways. Y'all really act like fucking kids. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. And then to be following everyone that I follow. Like, you're literally trying to slander me on the fucking internet. Are you fucking kidding me?
And I know I've already said it before, but I don't believe it's anyone off the exposing pages. The captions on this page very much sound like it's either an ex, one of their new partners, or most likely an ex-friend that she's upset, and now they want to expose her for it. I've been around for a long time, and there's been things that have been mentioned that I wasn't even aware of, including allegations of her stealing the client's wedding ring. So if I had to take an educated guess, I think it's someone that she's worked with.
Fucking miserable ass hoes. That's why your fucking crotch is ran through by your fucking nasty ass husbands with dad bods. So shut the fuck up. Keep popping out crotch goblins for likes. It's wild. It's wild to me. It's giving mentally fucking unstable. It's giving jealous as fuck. That's what it's giving. Please seek mental help. If you hate me that bad that you're creating fake pages and following all of my friends, seek fucking mental help. There is something fucking wrong with you.
I don't even have commentary for that part. Like, I am so embarrassed for her. I cannot even imagine saying those things with a straight face and not being embarrassed. Like, oh, so embarrassing.
So it's gotten worse. After they discovered I blocked them from being able to see my following list, they decided to go on my business page and start following all of my clients and all of the people that follow me on my business page. So now they're attacking my livelihood. This is the reality of when you share your life on social media. This happened because I decided to share my pregnancy with Shiloh on the internet and blew up in 2015.
Now, this part's actually quite comical because when she says she blew up on Instagram, she's referring to like 15K, like only 15K followers. And the majority of the Insta mums that we do follow have between 40,000 and 150,000. So 15K is very minor. But what's even funnier is the fact that from that 15K, at least 10K of those followers were bought by Courtney. So they either bought or she's gone on one of those follow for follow accounts. And you can tell that because we called her out about it years ago. When you went through a follower list and you clicked on any of these profiles, there would be long lists, like 100 at a time, that had like one profile picture, no posts, and they were following a heap of people. And even on some of them, you could see where she's followed the follow for follow accounts. So you could tell a lot of them were fake. And when we did call her out about it, she went through and she blocked a heap of them, and she ended up only having 4,000 followers left. Now, she tells everyone, I had to go through and block all the people from the hate page, but it wasn't the people from the hate page. It was all of the people that she'd either paid to follow or got from the follow for follow train. So she never really had that many followers to begin with.
This is wise because a couple people decided to not use their fucking brains and decided to side with my abusive ex, and now they're attacking everything about my life out of personal opinion. And this is the reality I get to live in now, is constantly stressed about how am I going to survive? How am I going to survive? Mind you, these people are on the fucking page talking about, oh, I just want her daughter to be safe. I hope her daughter is safe. You're killing her. You're fucking killing her. I hope you know that, because every penny you take off my fucking table, every bit of fucking welfare you guys take from me out of fucking personal opinion and public fucking enemy number one, me, you are killing my child.
Again, I have no idea how it works in the US, but here in Australia, if you're receiving welfare for anything like parenting, low income, whatever it may be, and someone thinks that you may be committing welfare fraud, they'll send in a complaint or an anonymous, request to investigate it. They'll then do that investigation, and until the time that they find out that you have committed welfare fraud, you'll still be receiving your benefits. So the only time that they would take your welfare away is if you're found to be committing welfare fraud, which means you're not entitled to it anyway. So I really don't understand how she's saying you're hurting Charlotte, you're killing her, because at the end of the day, if you're not doing the wrong thing, they're not going to take your welfare away.
You are starving her. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know what to fucking do anymore. I can't fucking live. It's been 8 years of this fucking bullshit of them attacking every little fucking thing they find just because they don't fucking like me. Now they're attacking my fucking livelihood, the way I feed my fucking baby. The way I feed my fucking child. Are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking joking?
And this is why I truly believe that Courtney will never, ever succeed in business. Never. Because she cannot seem to keep her personal life and her business life separate. She's using Instagram to promote her business and she's getting clients through here, but then she's going live and she's talking about her exes and ranting and raving. And, to me, if I was seeing her as say she was doing my eyebrow tattoos, for example, and another page added me, it had all this drama stuff, I'd be like, okay, that's interesting, but I'd move on. That's not concerning to me. What's concerning is when she's going on live and she's ranting and raving and, calling people dumb and stupid and using the R word, and then talking about dads with dad bods and crotch goblins. Like, how unprofessional can you be? Like, if this is where you're potentially seeing clients, do you really think that they're going to want to go in and have a tattoo artist that's acting that way? Like, to me, getting a tattoo is a big thing. Like, even microblading, I would not want to go in and have some manic woman working on my eyebrows. Like, that's not ideal for anyone. So I don't think she's losing clients because of what this page has said. It's because of what she says.
I'm losing my goddamn mind, bro. I'm losing my goddamn mind. And I don't know what to do anymore. There's nothing I can't fucking do because there's no protections for social media. So these people are just allowed to attack my fucking business, my actual fucking license.
Let's keep in mind here that she would drag her ex Mel every day on social media for, I think it's been 5 years now. And that's okay. It's all fine and dandy. But when someone does it back to her, it's the end of the world. And, you kind of, when you put that energy out, you get that energy back. And let's not forget that she actually went out of her way to have Mel fired from his position. So I feel like this is just like karma working its way back to her.
My fucking welfare that I received to feed my fucking kid. Are you kidding me? Like, all because they just believe my abusive ex's fucking narrative that I'm fucking crazy. But they make me this way because you attack everything about me and you expect me to be fucking fine? Are you kidding me? And I don't know what to do anymore, bro.
I don't know, bro. Maybe just get off social media, stop attacking everybody else, and maybe they won't attack you back.
I don't know what to do anymore. I have tried so fucking hard to talk about this and to put it out there. It's like, look, my abusive ex has now turned a fucking hate page of fucking TMZ on meth people against me. And now they're attacking everything I fucking do. They're attacking my fucking permanent makeup business now. Following all of my fucking clients from the fucking page. Literally following everybody and trying to get them to look at their fucking fraudulent ass shit that they post as if it's fact. So now it's not just about my fucking state assistance. Now it's not about how the fuck I feel about Mel. It is about my fucking livelihood and the way I feed my fucking 8-year-old. I am silently fucking dying. Like, I don't want to be fucking alive anymore. I don't want to be alive anymore. This is not fucking fair. This man was outed, okay? He has been publicly denounced from nonprofits for what the fuck he did to me. And now these people are tagging my fucking business page, following all of my fucking clients. I have had 7 fucking cancellations in the last 8 hours. Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. You know, if you had booked with Courtney, say for example, you booked with Courtney and you were supposed to go and see her in 4 days' time to have your eyebrows microbladed, okay? And you go on social media and she's on here for 4 days straight screaming at her phone just like this. Would you keep your appointment or would you cancel the appointment? Like, would you feel safe and comfortable going and having a permanent tattoo on your face done by a woman that's in this state and acting this way on an account that she promotes her business on?
And everyone who sits there silent just watches and giggles over my fucking misery. You're killing Shiloh too. You are starving Shiloh too. I hope you know that.
You know, I almost was feeling sorry for her while I was watching this because, you know, she's obviously very upset. But at the same time, I am sure that Mel feels this exact same way when he's constantly being told about all of the things that, you know, she's saying about him on social media. And I think just sometimes, you know, if you don't want to provoke a reaction out of someone, things are better left unsaid. I get it. You know, she wants to have her say put out there. But, you know, he's not putting his say out there. And I think someone that is friends with that lot has had a gutful and they want to, you know, give her back a bit of her own medicine. And it seems to have worked because, I mean, she's deleted her social media for now anyway. And, you know, she's not on social media going on about Mel every day. So whoever did it, I mean, it's a stroke of genius because it's actually pushed her to that point where she is off social media. And that's probably the best thing for her and the best thing for Shiloh.
I wish I had never shared my fucking pregnancy. I wish I had never gotten big on Instagram. Because these people would not be after me if it weren't for that. And my whole fucking life now is being attacked. My welfare that I receive from the state, my fucking business page and my clients, my fucking emotional and mental fucking health, and then they sit there and mock me on the fucking internet for wanting to kill myself! Are you kidding me?
I personally did not see anyone mocking her for any such thing. And this was actually the first time that we had seen her mention it. I do believe that she had posted like a note saying that she was going to get some sort of psychiatric help, and people were like, good, I'm glad she's finally going to get the help that she needs. Nobody mocked her. Nobody put her down for that. Everyone just said, get off social media because this is not working for you. Like, you need to get off social media. And it's a good point. Like, you know, she's like, I wish I never blew up on social media. Not that she did, but I wish I never blew up on social media. I wish I never got big. It's as simple as deleting your account and just making a new account and starting again. But she won't ever do that because she needs that attention. Even though half the followers aren't even real, I mean, she gets 3, if that, people watching her accounts. And most of them are there to send it to me. nothing I can fucking do because the Supreme Court just fucking ruled that social media doesn't fucking matter. And it does. And let's face it, that's probably lucky for her because she'd probably be in a lot of strife for some of the things that she's said about Mel and Hale over the years and some of the things that she's put them through. They're affecting everything. All because Mel wants to act like a fucking victim. And then I get judged for posting the very real fucking evidence I have of the abuse and what he's done in the past. Anyways, guys, that's all the live that I have for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on TWT 6.0.